for me, it's not like, oh, and I understand why people, look at it kind of as a thing of last resort. For me, it's not a thing of last resort. For me, I don't care whether it's a fearful dog, whether it's a sport dog, a police dog. I don't give a damn. It's a leash. And I'm going to teach the dog to accept it the same way I would teach him to accept a leash, because then I don't have to have the fucking leash in my hands anymore. And we're wireless. You know what I mean? And for me, that's better for me. Like, I like to have my hands free so that I can, whether I'm dealing with reward toys or whatever else I'm dealing with, just one less thing for me to hold. And for me, a leash for a dog is something that they rely on a lot more than an e-collar, because the leash is a physical connection between you and the dog, and there's a weight. Even if you're not pulling on the leash, there's always a weight of the leash, and they feel the leash. And even if you move slightly without really pulling the dog, they feel the weight move in the leash, right? And the dog is able, in my opinion, with the leash, it's fine in the beginning, but the dog is able to shut their brain down a little more and think less about what they're doing, because it's kind of like walking along and then you feel a little pressure. It's like, oh yeah, that means I go this way, right? You don't even have to open your eyes. You don't really have to think about it. It just means you go that way, you go that way. Ooh, that means I sit. Ooh, that means I lie down. Whereas the e-collar now, there's no direction to it. It's just there. And the dog now must engage his mind in order to solve the problem of it. Now, of course, the way you introduce it to the dog is he does understand what it means in the various contexts that you're giving it to him in. But he must utilize more self-control with the e-collar. He must utilize more impulse control with the e-collar. He must be more motivated with the e-collar. So for me, advanced e-collar training is is a thing that I'm working towards. It's not a thing I'm trying to get away from, or it's not a thing I'm trying to avoid. But that's just how I look at it.
Let me ask you something. First off, everybody, get the likes up. If you're watching on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, get the likes up, share it, share it, share it. How do you introduce the e-collar? I mean, when you first start using it, do you start hitting them, or you get them used to wearing it, or what, or not?
Well, obviously, look, for a sport dog, I'll often have my like puppies wearing it and I'll never use it. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? They'll just have it on. It's just another collar for them. It doesn't mean anything. Like my dog right now, he has no clue what an e-collar is. And he's been wearing one for 5 years, my primary sport dog, right?
Right.
Um, like it's just something that he wears, that it just means we're going to go do shit as far as he's concerned. Doesn't mean anything from a physical standpoint. So yeah, I mean, like the first time they wear it, we're probably not going to use it. For a pet dog, typically I'll introduce it in the context of a recall, because for me, that's the default behavior I want to teach a dog. When they feel that stimulation, it means get back, right? That's for a pet dog. For a sport dog, I'll typically introduce it in the context of active behavior. Because what do I want the e-collar to mean? Right? I don't want the e-collar for my sport dog. I don't want the e-collar to make him low. I want the e-collar to bring him up. Right? I want to see him work to defeat the e-collar. And I want him, I always say, like, my sport dogs eat e-collar like it's candy. Right? Like they enjoy that shit, right? It brings them up. It's a comforting feeling for them, right? It's help for them, but it's also motivation for them, right? It
Gotcha.
gets them faster, it gets them more active. And the reason why is because the way they learn to deal with it is active, active work always. So like in the beginning with a sport dog, I have two ways that I like to introduce the e-collar. One is in barking. I'll have the dog back tied, and I'll have a dog that likes barking, and I'll add it in the barking. So it'll reinforce the barking, right? So he'll learn, oh, that means bark more, right? Get rewarded. So he'll learn it from that context. Or I'll do it in go and come, right? Go and come is when you have two balls, right? So you hold the dog by the collar, you throw a ball, he wants to go get it, you buzz him, he goes, right? The second he gets it, you buzz him again, he comes back, and as he comes back, he sees that second ball there. Bam, he takes the ball. So now he got electric to go and he got electric to come. And the electric was paired with something that was extremely motivational, right? Go
Okay.
and come, right? So those are the ways that I like to introduce the e-collar to a sport dog. It creates a very active mindset. For me, the e-collar, I never want to see a sport dog take an e-collar and get low. I never want to see a working dog, with some exceptions. I shouldn't say never. There are some police dogs, but that's a different story. Anyways, generally speaking, I never want to see a working dog take an e-collar and get suppressed. I want to see them actively work to solve the problem of the pressure, but in an active way, right? Active, right? Like you'll see if I use the e-collar on my dog, let's say he's a little in front of me in the healing and I catch him for forging. He'll be a little bit in front of me and he'll be like, "Arr," and he'll get back, but there'll be that active response from him, right? And you'll see that his body language in no way changes. His ears are still up. If anything, it'll activate him a little more and it'll drive his energy and his arousal a little bit higher. That's the response I want from the e-collar.
Gotcha.